Greetings, Eric Backer, naturopath. Thanks for coming back. We've got a question today from a subscriber wanting to know if Candida causes diseases or conditions, or do conditions cause Candida? Well, in fact, it can happen both ways. But what commonly happens is 1 in 3, 1 in 4 people have got Candida in their body, and then something happens to them. Some problem occurs. It could be an antibiotic or a lifestyle change or a diet change, or some crisis occurs, and that creates a vulnerability. Their immune system takes a hit and Candida comes up. That's how it generally happens. But of course, there are people who get very sick, and then because they are sick and they haven't previously had Candida, it can also be an opportunistic organism that can come in there, that can be introduced into the body. That can happen as well. Sometimes it's happened in hospital settings where patients have got fungal or bacterial diseases. MRSA or Candida can happen in hospital as well. So yeah, I mean, there's no black or white here. Candida is just something that is waiting for an opportunity. It's a bit like a politician that's been sitting on the sidelines, is fat and unhappy and not enough money, and when the opportunity arises, pow, they take that opportunity, they go into that position. I shouldn't talk about politicians like that. Politicians aren't Candida. I suppose Candida is not Candida is a parasite, isn't it? A kind of parasite. So, but where was I? I was talking about Candida and not politicians. So, don't be too worried about Candida. Be more worried about your health, because people in good health, in good condition, tend to stay healthy and don't really get opportunistic kinds of infections. To me, when I look at people and in my clinic, I often compare them with plants growing in my garden, whether it's fruit trees or vegetables that I like to grow. If you grow something in a very good surrounding, the soil is good, the nutrition is good, the water is good, everything is conducive towards the growth of that organism, it's going to be a strong, healthy, vibrant plant. I harvested a big broccoli out of the garden yesterday and a big cauliflower. And the reason why I grow such big produce is because I pay a lot of attention to the soil. I make sure that the nutrition in the soil is very good. And as a consequence, the produce is very good. So if similar with human beings, if we look after our blood, we look after our digestion, we look after our diet, if those things are good, we build a powerful, healthy body, which is going to resist Candida. However, if we grow crops in crappy soil and use crappy fertilizers and don't water them enough, and many people are like this, and they say, oh, you haven't got a green thumb, I can't grow anything. Well, maybe if you turn on the tap every now and then and put some good soil around the plant, you could grow things. So it's the awareness, having the awareness of what to eat and how to live, will equate into good health or poor health. And that will equate into potential for a Candida infection or not, regardless of what condition you've got. If you look after your health, the Candida will take care of itself by being in a minority. But if you don't, you could get an explosion of a fungal overgrowth, and then away you go. You need treatment. And this is what we commonly see with antibiotics and a lot of medical treatments, especially people on immunosuppressive drugs and diabetics and people like that. They're much more prone to Candida because they're taking medications, permanent and long term, that can really affect their immune response. So I hope that answers your question a little bit. Thanks for tuning in.